Yeah, sure.
Shall we? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we've got students from today and we're going to be talking to them everything about IMI Kolkata. Okay. Adi, thank you so very much for giving some time. Sangmu is from the second year, Shah is from the first year, and Sangmu is also from admissions committee. So I'm going to talk a lot about admissions and realistic scenarios in the campus. But I want to understand. So please don't mind if I'm going to be asking some tough questions to you. And my very first question to you is going to be, what's happening with IMI Kolkata? A lot of people are talking about it, mixed reviews, placement, outcome. So let's begin this conversation with a tough question. How is IMI Kolkata doing as far as the placements are concerned? Are people getting placed? What's happening, Sangmu? Tell me.
So yes, hello. Of course, I would say not only IMI Kolkata, for each and every institute, there are talks that is going on everywhere. Because right now, MBA aspirants, they're looking for colleges to apply to. They always have choices, and there are so many institutes within India. So each and
Mm.
every institute, I think they always have somewhat negative or positive things about our institution. So for IMI Kolkata, everything is going quite well, I think. Me in the second year, we're sitting for placements. Companies are coming in for the first year's SIP process is going on, summer internships, everything. So I don't understand. Like, as I said, every institute, they always have something or the other to talk about. So that way, I think that was why it's getting hyped up a little bit. But from within the organization, within the institute, I would say everything is moving quite
Okay.
smoothly. We're sitting
So
for
let's take this little ahead, okay? So from first year or second year. Sangmu, I want you to sort of give us a little idea. Don't tell us how many people are been placed or not, because that's very subjective, because placement season is still on, right? But I want you to tell us, what's the highest package, what sort of companies are coming on campus, what sort of profiles are given on campus. And if you can give me, let's say, top five packages, the average, I think that will help the aspirants a lot, to understand what IMI Kolkata is doing as far as placements are concerned.
Okay, so for my batch, I would say the highest
Mm.
is about 42 LPA. Yes, it's close to about, let's
Damn.
say about, this was an international placement in Dubai.
And people are placed, yeah?
Yes, they've been placed already, and they've also actually already started working too.
Okay. 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 Oh,
Yes,
that
so
is
the highest.
lot of people, how it works in lot of colleges say that, you know, 40 lakhs, 42 lakhs, 25 lakhs is what the placement being offered, right? But, as she rightly said, that people are placed. So I think in the highest for 42. Fair enough. Fair enough. Tell me more about the companies on campus. So break it down to, marketing, finance, HR, operations. What sort of companies are coming on campus? What sort of profiles are coming on campus? I mean, stick to the protocol of the college and whatever you can tell us, please tell us.
For the college, there are companies coming from every background, every industry. They are coming in here for SIP or whether it be final placements. So you get
Mm.
for, I think mostly it would reach a hike for marketing roles. There are a lot of companies that are coming for marketing roles. So if you're coming to IMI Kolkata as a marketing specialization, to specialize in
Mm.
marketing. So I think that would be a very good choice because marketing roles, marketing companies are coming up one after the other. And then for finance too, there are companies that are lining up. For operations, HR, I would say there's a bit of a dip there, but it's not that companies are not coming. They are surely coming in and we are getting there. We are staying in for placements. So yes, that's how it's going here.
Okay. Possible to name few companies from marketing, possible to name few companies from finance domain. Is that possible for you for the second year?
I'm not sure if we can name the companies though.
Okay, not a problem. Not a problem. Fair enough. But is it
But of
possible for you
course, you
to
can always check our website. It's always there, the companies that will come. And then once the placement report
let
is
me
out,
talk about the roles? So I'll just ask you, like, do we have some investment banks coming on campus giving a back end role like Wells Fargo, JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley, Bank of America, these other. Do you guys see these kind of companies coming on campus? Okay. Do we have ICICI Bank, HDFC Bank, Axis Bank, like commercial banks coming on campus? Yeah, go ahead.
So I know few of my seniors who have gone through the process of placements, and many of
Hmm.
them are placed in banking sectors. I think especially companies coming to IMF, they mainly focus on main recruiters. I would say banking sector. There are companies like ICS, a federal
Hmm.
bank, and these
Okay.
sort of companies that are regulated. And when they come to campus, they hire like candidates up to 10 to 12
Hmm.
candidates. So that's a good number of students intake, I would say. So
Okay, fair enough. Adarsha, I want to ask you a question as far as your summer internship is concerned. You've been
yeah.
placed in a good company. It's a good role. And I think the stipend that you've got is like 60,000 for 2 months, right? Which is a decent
Yeah.
amount of money, I would say. But what I want to understand, how has been this season for you? What sort of companies you saw coming on the campus for marketing finance for summer internship? Can you name them?
So as you know, many of the companies that come to IMF, they are mainly
Hmm.
into marketing group. So That is very clear, even if you see from the recruitment status and the kind of companies that have come. They mainly look for, marketing. With that being said, I think there are good number of companies that have taken students from other domains as well, like suppose say HR or finance, So there is a good blend of all the companies. So if I could name few companies that have come for my present batch for SIP, we have and ITC as well. And other than that, we had CoreFit, which is a fitness-based company based on. So
Okay.
these are the top recruiters that we are having on the campus for this SIP cycle. So and also as I told previously, I got my summer internship in it's a German-based company who are into manufacturing of gypsum products. So
Nice.
you get very diverse opportunities. It's just that you have to show up and prove that that's a main important key factor. I would say. When it comes to college also, there are at the end of like SIP cycle, there were a few students who had a tough time getting placed in a good company. So, but still, college, still assisted to me in the very end moment before third trimester ended. So there has been a continuous effort from faculty and from the college end. So
That's what I wanna talk about. We'll circle back to the placement thing again. But tell me, how's life in IMI Kolkata? A lot of people want to understand. Okay, if I'm joining IMI Kolkata, what sort of coaching, what sort of teaching, what sort of faculties, what sort of campus, what sort of nightlife? How's the day look like in IMI Kolkata's students' life? So Sangmu, for the fact you are a second year student, I think you can answer this very well, right?
Yes.
How is it in IMI Kolkata?
Of course, it's been wonderful. I'm close to completing my PGDM here in IMI Kolkata, and I've had wonderful 2 years here, and not just, I wouldn't say just the institute, just being in the city as well. We say Kolkata is the city of joy. So you can go out anytime, explore the city, explore the institute in itself. You've got a lot of curricular activities that keep happening. There are events that keep happening. Any other institute that has fest or any business events that coming up, the college brings in those for nominations. So you can always apply to those events. And then just for I would say for the batch as well, not just my batch, but my junior batch too, there are students from different parts of the country. Like Adarsha,
Who
he's
is
from
it?
the south. I would say I'm from northeast. Similarly, there are people from just, north, maybe northwest or central India. So there are students from everywhere. Of course, there is a bigger bunch from Kolkata itself because that is the home city. But
Right.
mostly there are a lot from every other part of the country. So, and then we also have like the mess. We have Sodexo who is running the mess here in the hostel. So everything is quite well here. I've had wonderful
There's
2
a lot of
years.
events and committees and all that.
Yes. We've got a lot of clubs and committees too. We've got specially core committees like admission committee 1. We've got the placement committee. And then we've also got alumni relations committee, student activity council, and several clubs, whether it be related to sports or studies or management or even cultural events. So yeah, there's a lot of clubs and committees in the college too where you can always participate.
Okay. Fair enough. Adarsha, you've been in the first year. How has been the life?
Yeah. So before joining I always had this vision of, moving out of my state because throughout my studies, I've done all my graduation, my schooling, everything I've done so I always wanted to go out and explore other things and different cultures. So when the opportunity presented, I was like very excited and I would say it has logged my expectation, I would say. Firstly, the Kolkata, as you know, it's a city of joy and the kind of diverse group you get to interact. That's the best thing about IMI, I would say. You have in our present batch, we have students ranging across more than 25 states. So yeah, before coming, I also had a bit of fear that I might feel left out because there might not be many that might not be present. That was the perception that I had, but I've been wrong. Like we have representation from all the states down from south, like from all the states covered. So that's a good thing. And also about the college life, being able to live with a group of people that you study for not only for the duration of class hours, post that, living together, since it's a residential campus, it lets you understand the different sort of personalities and really help you, it helps you. I think personally, I feel like it helps you in preparing for the corporate world because that's what we do, right? Once you get into corporate, you have to deal with people of different, orientation. So I think that's the best part, I would say, for me personally.
Okay. All right. This question is to both of you. I just want to understand the psyche behind this. A lot of people talk about ROI, when it comes to MBA or when it comes to, colleges like IMI or other colleges. What's your take on ROI? How do you look at it? Because अगर किसी college का average so how do you look at that? Should somebody be joining IM college?
See, you have to think about the trade-off that we're going to have, especially in case of IMI Kolkata, you're getting a brand name. I think that's a lot of value for your resume, And also our campus, if you see, we are placed right along with the RPSC head office. So we get the opportunity.
Oh, hold on. So you're saying that IMI Delhi ke sath placement, is that true?
Yeah, actually I have a self
Seriously, umbrella placement. So is it the case that the company which is coming to IMI Delhi, is that reality?
Usually a company comes and then nominations are
Huh.
given to all three campuses. Delhi.
Damn, that's good. So, okay, go ahead. Tell me more about it. Go ahead.
Okay. For me, I would say, if you look at the ROI, usually students just match ROI with the placement statistics.
Yeah.
But it's not just that, because for ROI, you need to look at the institute as a whole. It's not just your placement. The institute as a whole, there is a lot that the institute is providing for you, whether it be from your accommodation or placements is of course one of them. But then the culture, your accommodation, the institute structure, infrastructure, we also have student exchange programs in IMF. I was one of the student who went for this Erasmus Plus exchange, and it's a fully funded scholarship exchange in Europe. So just about 3 months ago, I was in Europe, in Paris, studying there. So if you look at it, for me, it has been a wonderful journey. For me, I think my ROI is, kind of covered till there. It's just placements is one
So
of
how many
them. But
months you were there?
I was there for about 3 to 4 months.
I'm not bad. Not
Yes,
bad.
and I did
And
travel to very different countries too. It was not just the country where I was studying.
and it's included in your. Oh, so you got a scholarship if I'm not wrong.
Yes, the scholarship is called Erasmus Plus. It's been provided by the European government.
So if anybody works really hard and grabs such kind of opportunities, then the ROI will shoot up for that person, right?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
For me, if you just think about it, traveling Europe for 3 months, and then that's fully funded without a single penny of your own. You're even getting to study there. So you're learning cultures, you're exploring different environments. So that way you can look at the ROI in that way as well. You just need to give your best.
Okay. Now, circling back to the placement wala thing again, right? But that's what concerns students a lot, I would say. Can you give us a little idea? Because I heard that there's a lot of placement support that has been given to the students on the campus. You guys want to talk about it? What sort of support are given?
So basically, every week we have sessions from board included. They are the official partners. They are tied up with our institute. So basically, what they do is they look into different factors, or like how can someone, like potential student who's going to get placed, how we can actually prepare them. What are the areas they lack certain skills? So each week they conduct sessions on your resume. There will be also sessions on GD, group discussion, and also personal interview. So they evaluate it each and every week, starting from the very beginning itself. I think for us, from the month of July, what started with all these things. So it kind of makes you, reflect on the things where you can work on. So personally, I would say it has helped me immensely, So also helped me, help me, in getting in a good SIP company as well. Because as you know, even for SIP, there is GD, there is personal interview for all those sort of things. So
Right.
yeah, so
Right.
the steps.
Adding to this, you're a second year student. You must have given a lot of companies interviews, right? So anything you want to add in this?
Oh, yeah, for me too. So the platform helps in a lot of things, like Adarsha mentioned, whether it be CV building. So for the first year, CV building is very important. So for creating a proper resume or proper CV, because that is the first thing that's going to a company where they can judge and shortlist on the basis of, your CV. So they help in CV building. We have a lot of mock GD and mock PI sessions.
Nice.
So that way it helps you build in that confidence when you give an interview for a certain company that it's coming in, whether it be SIP or final placements. For me too, for final placements, so there are a lot of job description sessions. So these are sessions when a company comes in, they provide a job description for your final placement. So that way, a session in this platform is created where industry experts, usually these industry experts, these are HRs from different companies or who've moved into consulting from the corporate world. So that way, they help in breaking down the job, the role, or the title. They break down and explain more on what the job would be, what the role would be once you get in, about the company. They give you tips and, help on how you can better yourself when you sit for the interview.
Fair enough. I think that's a good amount of support one should get from the college and as far as placement is concerned. And I think then is in your court. As a student, prepare company crack karte ho, and sometimes it's part of luck. I'm glad that students are getting ready, prepared for the placements at IMF. Now you from the first year.
Yeah.
So one piece of advice for the aspirants who wants to join IMF. Okay, as a first year student, what do you want to tell them? And Sangbu, as a second year student, what piece of advice you would love to give it to them, those who are planning to join IMI Kolkata?
So I would say be socially aware about the things what is going around you. Not only just for the sake of clearing the GD or clearing and getting into a college. Mostly about it's about your holistic development, because once you come to college, you have to compete with a bunch of students who is more driven, more passionate than you. So it's very
True that.
important that you start building right away, right now itself, before joining the college. And also be very open minded. There might be certain hurdles that you face once you come to college, because it's a new place. Certain things might not be, according to your expectation. Not that I'm saying IMI Kolkata has disappointed me anyway, but I'm saying in terms of the overall experience, it might be too much to handle. So I think you should always be open minded and willing to learn, willing to adapt. So that is a piece of advice I would like to give for the upcoming guys. Yeah.
Very well said. I think from your side.
For me, I would just like to say, since I'm, a senior here, or I would say more like I'm almost an alumni now. So of course, just give your best there once you join IMI Kolkata. And IMI Kolkata is a place where you can outshine others in every single way, because there is everyone from different parts of the country, like I said. So everybody is here trying to give their best. It's a competitive world. So just in a small institute, also there's competition everywhere. So give your best. Try to stay updated with the outside world, within the organization, in the business or management world. And yes, just give your best. You'll get into a good company. You'll get a good SIP, at least for starters. Yes, that's all.
Perfect. Perfect. Thank you so very much. And so, guys, you guys have been asking us about IMI. I've got two students from IMI first year and second year, and we asked them some real tough questions. They spoke about placements also. So I think, it's a two-way thing. College will put in some efforts, students will put in some efforts. But at the end of the day, if you look at it from a mentor perspective, I am as a brand can help you for a longer period of time in your career. And something that I got to know very well, which is I am in Kolkata has an umbrella placement. I think that's the advantage you should be looking at. So guys, if you have any questions, any queries, you can put it on the video or you can get in touch with them on LinkedIn. And Sangmu, I wish you all the very best for your future endeavors. Do very well and hope to see you again. Thank you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank you
so
for
much.
having us. Yeah.
Bye bye. Bye bye.